Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in one more time. As you come into my home, I'm bringing you out into my world. Much appreciated. It's Dennis, of course, of J&D. Got the hair really going with the locks now. It's been a crazy time of year. Maybe I'll get my hair cut soon. It's getting a little out there, But who knows? I don't know. Anyhow, enough about the hair. Enough about the craziness. Saturday morning, I got out there just before the rain really came, and I did get some nice stuff. That's going to be on this version. And then Sunday, I went to go again for my mate, which I got it set up right across. Oh, he's going to come out on this, and he bounced on the side of my creek, almost behind me, sort of in the woods and stuff. I get a little splash in the water, and poof, he took off. So there's no images of the mink, but at least I got the tiniest glimpse. And that's the way it goes sometimes. But I did get a lot of other stuff Saturday, some migrants, some last of the insects. So we got small birds, we got deer, and we got some special new coyotes. 3 of them, which I've never. And then I was on my way in on Saturday in a very extreme dark, and I had to use the noise to get all the noise out of these photos. This was as low light as I ever photographed in 1/30 of a second handheld. Oh my gosh! And I was just hoping to get one image, and I mean, they're not boom because of the time of day, but thank God for Topaz Denoise. For any of you photographers out there that know about that, it certainly does make an unusable photo at least something to share and encounter with. So thank you all for tuning in. I think you're gonna really enjoy this video. I really do. I think there's a lot of stuff on it. So peace and enjoy. Well, unusual photo to start off with, but this is a cool rock head here, and ring-billed gull, I believe, maybe a herring gull. And if you know what that rock is, then you know where I am. But certainly that's where I started my Saturday morning. Looking for a big buck Saturday morning, and how things go. Beautiful doe here, just popping her head out through the bushes. Look at it, almost like a kangaroo head, huh? That has that kangaroo look to it. So started off with a doe, not a buck. But here's another one. We're gonna try to get some really nice photos of some bucks in the next couple of weeks, but I did grab a few bucks this week, so a little bit farther away than I would like, but that's the way it goes. And these are the 2 bucks. Look at that one on the left. That's a big 8-pointer on the left. Points are the number of points that come out of the antler. If any of you ever hear somebody say, oh, it's an 8-pointer, it's a 10-pointer. And unfortunately, the one in front is a 6-pointer. His spread is not as immaculate. Oh, here's the migrants now. This is Sunday. This is Ruby Crown Kinglet, and he's just in that shade to light. I wish he would have just been a little bit left. Oh, I would have had him pop. But with small birds, it's always a challenge, as you can see. And he turned his head a little bit there for me. That's nice of him. But Ruby Crown Kinglets, not very tiny birds if you're not familiar with them. And they do move extremely fast. The other group of migrants that were here are these guys. And you can see this one here. I'm just giving you this photo. You can see that the focus picked up a little bit prior to that on the vine. But this is the yellow rump warblers, which were in good numbers. But this is when you're trying to photograph warblers. This is what you run into. You run into them in thick vegetation, and then you hopefully get one out. Here's a female yellow rump, also known as butterbutts, because they have a little yellow bum. So that's certainly one of the cool birds that we get that come down in this area. And a lot of these will stay quite a bit through the winter with me, hopefully. Here's a male. He's got a little more of his black showing. They're a little more black than gray and dull brown when they're in breeding plumage in the spring. Very beautiful bird. In the hay, you get some of the fall colors in the background. You're seeing the leaves deteriorate. And so certainly had a lot of activity in this area. And managed to try to do a little video, and that's never easy. Oh God, especially with these birds. But it's all about, this is just to show you what you're fighting with. Dead center there in the middle, that is a yellow rump, and as you can see, the patience you gotta have sometimes for small birds like these. Usually they're quick moving, usually they're bouncing around, and this one, well, you can't call that bouncing around. He's just, you know, sitting in that thicket, and you do get to watch a little bit of this activity, though. It's so nice to, you know, you never know where you run out when you go into the fall or this time of year. You might run into nothing almost, and you might run into a bonanza. So yeah, you just hope for the best, and you know, you got some areas where you figure you're going to see some stuff, but you never, there's no guarantees, there's no set patterns like last week. Let them flapping up. This is 5 times slow motion, so that's really cool. So, and oh, did you see the bottom up? That's the bottom up. And here is one of the Vireos. So yes, bing, huh? How's that? Vireo, wobbler, and kinglet all in one day. That's pretty special. For sure. That's certainly pretty special to be able to gather that. And I got the shortest video in the world on this Vireo. Oh God, but just very tough to try to do both photograph and shoot. But I do like trying to get the small birds in video. And if you watch this, it'll cost a little out of focus at first, but you watch him how quick these little birds are. And this is 5 times slow motion, so. You know, Bink, he sees something on there and he flips it down, and that's it. Boom. And that's what I got for him. Now, here we go. These are not the star of the day, of course, but certainly something we can think about, as this is an American oil beetle. These are a blister beetle. Do not pick these beetles up, okay? FYI, do not pick these beetles up. Little video. The head looks like a giant ant with some antennas. Maybe some people give it a little wasp look. Blister beetles, the American oil beetle, this is in their family, and they have a very acidic spraying of acidic stuff. Yeah, so that's the way I'm going to word it. But yes, do not try to pick up an American oil beetle. They are slow moving. They are ground dwellers. Their wings are not really developed. It's weird. You know, if you read about them a little bit, a lot of people say, oh, they're easy to see in the spring than they are. And there's another one. That one's actually playing dead. They got 2 defenses. Some play dead, and some will hit you with a thing. And this one in front is playing dead. But their wings are so short in their back. And I took a couple of different angles of video. This is on ground level, because I love trying. I guess this goes back when I was a little kid. You lying on the ground, you're watching the ants. Some of my brothers and sisters will tell you I was eating the ants. I don't know how true that was, but for one thing is, though, when you're on there, you get to see the world that they really are gonna. It's not easy moving around if you're an insect, and this is from up above now, so following it from up above and with a different lens, and you can see that, if you can really see, just like where that, you see how forward the legs are, like the back end is really just a long abdomen that's so far away from that third pair of legs, and you can see the wings are so short, like would be wings way up front, way up there in the front part. So American oil beetle, certainly one of the cooler finds there are. They got that nice metallic blue, and but do not pick them up. Do not pick them up. That I'm just gonna give you that. And here we go with another nice find. Late October mantis, huh? Ooh, giving me the stare down. And every time you find a mantis, you know, this late in the year, you're pretty happy. There's still one other insect I'll be hoping to bring us next week, because that's going to be the Halloween one. And hoping to find him, but a little video here where he just shows you the stillness of the mantis. It's just like, so now this mantis was also on a rock, and I just wondered if he was, you know, the rock being in the sun was a little bit warm, and being that we are now in October, that he was perched there, because certainly wasn't camouflage. He was sitting right there out in the middle of the rock, and you see those, a little bit of breeze, and you see that upper antenna just doing the little wiggle. And when you make eye contact with a mantis, it is out of this world. Certainly, and look at this, huh? The old daddy long leg, as we called him, walking right by, and then he's just frozen though. He didn't go for it. So sorry about that. The wind was very bad, and one of the last monarchs of the year, horrible year for monarchs, as you know. I think I've been saying that a few times. Just very disappointing, and I saw 2 this weekend. I mean, you know, and I've seen no painted ladies, no red admirals. The sulfurs are low, and this is just showing the last butterflies just flying away, and just a sad year for butterflies. It was a different year all around for what I go out and search for every, you know. And it started with the ospreys, with the chicks moving away, and there's plenty of these lately. And this is for all our friends out there. That's the woolly bear caterpillar. Yes, it is. And there's an old wise tale, and I'm not sure how it goes. Something about the orange. If the orange is narrow, it's a cold winter, and the black is more black than orange, it's a warm winter, or something vice versa. But it is just one of them folklore tales. Look it up if you would like to look it up. If you just want to, you know. And it's another one. Just show. I did this from the ground because it is really something how insects have to traverse themselves through a jungle, and it is a jungle at that height. It is not, you know, smooth sailing at all for that. And that's the woolly bear caterpillar. Certainly, you know, everybody loves the woolly bear. Kids, you can pick them up. I guess some people do say that, like the furry pot. There's a lot of caterpillars that have that type of fur, have like an adjutant to it. I don't find that the case though myself, but just roll with that, huh? And just it'll disappear and reappear and disappear. And as we are in fall, and you can just see the leaves are just, oh God, right now very beautiful. You know, around the salt marsh you don't get the beautiful colors that you do inland, but certainly this maple is beautiful. And this is why I was sitting at the creek for my mate. This is you know, a yellow leg that came in backlit. You know, a few yellow legs still around. They're hunting pretty much the shrimp now, I guess, and that's pretty much their main thing in the marsh. And then I had this great blue come in, little, and took a little video of him. He was actually pretty cooperative. I actually, because of the way I'm sitting and I'm like hitting in an area, I couldn't really see how he came in and from the side I was, because I would have loved to get him landing in that backlit light. You could see but you can see it's, you know, the feathers are moving. I mean, that part of the channel going into the main pond where the creek comes in is, you know, the water's still, but you just see a little bit above him where he is. His feathers are, his beautiful plumage, as they say, is blowing in the wind. And I love great blues, of course, and you know, we'll get 1 or 2 will hang in this marsh all winter long. And when I relocate for my winter minks, I better relocate pretty soon for my winter minks. There is hunting now going on, so I am, you know, limited in my areas that I'm going. Not to the fact that I can't go there, but just the fact that, you know, the more someone moves into another thing, area and stuff like that, it just creates a lot more chaos out there. So let the hunters have their way for now on my area. Even though I'm in there all the time, I'll be reserved to say. And there it is. Look at this little puppy, huh? Look at the color of this little puppy. Oh, this was my great coyote sightings of the day. Oh, God, huh? Look, this was first thing in the morning. Like I said, extreme high ISO. 1/30th of a second. This was just insane, and to be able to get the noise out of these photos, oh my gosh, and have something just to show you, and you see the, some of the green in front there. And look, that's one of the adults. That's the third one. So I think that there are 2 adults and one young one there. So don't know how big this pack is. It does not tell you how big the pack is. It's amazing that we talk about coyotes in packs here in the east when they're really pretty much a solitary animal out west. They're not like wolves hunting in packs, but over here they do in the east. So it's one of the cooler things that we get. But look at the colors on this one. What a unique. So as I was saying, I hope I do cross paths with these coyotes again. Who knows? There's not really an area I can. I was actually parked in the car on the street, and then a couple of cars came. I tried to do a big loop around and hope that I get a little bit of light, but they were gone by then. And that's just the way it goes with wildlife. Always on the move, like me. Always on the move. And thanks again for tuning in. We did talk about last week about a giveaway. I just got to get it all set up on the website, and we will try to have a giveaway from the J&D Nature Images website so that you'll just be able to go on there, hit contest, and we'll do a nice little giveaway for around the Thanksgiving, Christmas time, okay? Hopefully that will be up this weekend. And the next video I will have it, and we'll, if you're interested. If you're not, that's cool too. I mean, just giving it away, as they say. But it's not, it's just them beautiful semi-pileated plovers, which I think, especially, the people that live along the ocean or like the ocean, might enjoy them little shorebirds. I certainly do. And I'll be bringing you more and more stuff next week. I don't know what I'm doing. Hopefully, this weekend could not get in the canoe. Knew the rain was coming Saturday, and then Sunday's wind was just... And at this time of year, you need that 1 or 2 more days in the canoe. But let's hope. Peace off. Thanks for tuning in, and have a great week.